What's going on, crew? Oh, man, it's been a struggle. This is my first 2-day winning streak. I mean, the first week of NBA has started. 2 days I knocked down 300 lineups. And now I'm on a 2-game winning streak. I went on a little losing streak for a little bit. I had to fall back, reanalyze the process. And now I think I got it figured out. Back to how I was doing things last year when I was successful. I realized that I was picking players that I don't normally pick. And I was taking a lot of risks. And, you know, when I make my lineups, you see the contests that I enter are multipliers. Small contests that might have 50 people in it. You know, top 5 wins, 10 times your money. Like I hit the 10 times booster. I bought in $10, won 100. Today my total bet was about 150, and I won 300. So I'm just on here to share my process with you guys. I'm going to break down tomorrow's slate really quick. I'm not making these hour-long videos anymore because, for one, so much changes during the day. I spend a whole hour and a half breaking down the slate, and then I find myself changing up the lineups anyway. So I'm just going to go through the slates, give an analysis, give y'all guys some solid picks. I'll make a quick lineup, and we'll do it like that. But before we do that, I want to say congratulations to my crew. We're at 1,300 followers. I made that today. For every single follower that I get, I'm appreciative of it. I'm just trying to grow the community, and just create a winning culture where I could just give people advice, help people make good lineups and win money on Draftkings. That's my focus. That's my goal. All right. So before we jump into tomorrow's slate, let's kind of look at today's lineup, see what I could have done better, where I went right, where I went wrong. I made 2 of them cash. 1 didn't. Booker could have probably put me in some more money, but I guess he got a little banged up. He got hurt. But injuries are part of the game. You can't really be too mad at that. So pretty much I did a late slate, and I threw my late slate lineup in the main slate. And then I had 2 main slate lineups, one 284, one 264. Mike Conley was a no-brainer for me. He had a good matchup. He's the leader of his team. These are things I'm going to start focusing on, okay? Players that are good, for one, you got to be a good player. If you're not good, I'm not going to pick you. I don't care what situation you're in, what matchup you're in. If I don't like your skill set, high chance that I won't consider you unless your price is just that good, okay? And you got to be the leader of your team. Mike Conley is the leader of his team. Some might say Gasol is, but Gasol is a little washed up. And it's Mike Conley running the show. He had a good matchup today. He was too cheap. He was like 6K. He had 2 days. He went into the 40s at 6K, 6.7 against Sacramento, coming off of a back-to-back. He was in 6K. And the other thing that I liked about Mike Conley today is that nobody was really talking about him. Everybody was about Booker and Trae Young and Don Kitch on TV. Nobody was talking about. So the low ownership, good matchup, good price. That's the type of players that I target. Josh Hart should have did better. I mean, that game got into a blowout. He got the start. I don't know what went wrong there. Seti Osman, big disappointment. I'm going to start backing. He's not somebody that I pick on regularly. I just thought he would have a breakout year. With LeBron leaving there, they should rely on him for points. But Kuzma, I had my doubts, but I had to put him in. I figured besides LeBron, he would be the guy like he was the other night. He fell short. Again, it was a blowout. But JaVale McGee is too cheap. He's pretty much the only center that they really have. And he's just too cheap. 5K JaVale McGee, that's a no-brainer. I think I'm going to attack him again tomorrow. Zach LaVine is the leader of his team. The usage is there. Dunn was out, so that was a no-brainer. Roddy McGruder has been hot. His price was still good. And then Trae Young, I fell into that trap. But let's look at my best lineup here, right? So LaVine, Hart, Damian Dotson. I was big on Dotson from, if you follow me on Twitter, he was in my lineup. I wanted him and Hezonja paired up. Hezonja had a lot of good looks tonight. I was watching that game. He missed a lot of open shots. This could have been a 300 line easy, but the Knicks got washed up. JaVale McGee I spoke about. Booker got hurt. DeMar DeRozan underperformed. But for one, you can arguably say he's the leader of his team, but he still has LMA. LMA had a better game than he did. And he had a tough matchup. LMA had the easier matchup inside. So I probably should have went LMA instead, because we all know that Oladipo plays solid defense. So you could say that what the heck is this? You could say that that was a bad play. And that's something I'm gonna learn on moving forward, okay? Let's get right into tomorrow's slate. Again, I'm not trying to make these hour-long videos anymore. I'm just trying to break it down, give you guys a little insight, and keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right. Let's see. NBA 4 games slate. Bam. Let's get into it. Let me check in with YouTube. See who's with me, who's chopping it up tonight. See what's your thoughts. See what you're talking about. And then we could keep it moving right into the breakdown. All right. Adam Hobbs was good. He said, "What's up, DFS? Good bacon tonight. Definitely. 331, only played quarters. You got to bet more money, man. I had Payne and Levine, and I got the bacon. That's what's up. I like Lillard tomorrow. I'm about to check it out. Got around 280. That's what I got. 280s did it for me. A lot of chalk busts. A lot of chalk busts. ABC went off. Alphabet went off. Antetokounmpo went off. All right? All right. Let's get right into it. Orlando versus Portland. So first thing we're looking for, who's the leader of this team? You might say Vucevic, but Nurkic is a good defender down low. Vucevic tend to thrive based on the matchup, and his price is up to almost 8K. So that means I need about upper 40s to be happy for him. I think I'm going to stay away from Vucevic there. And I don't see anybody else here that I would be interested in. I mean, maybe some Fournier. If I'm looking for 6 times value, he's averaging 31 for the season. I know last year I was big on Fournier. He got some 40-point upside in there, 5K. He's somebody that I would throw in for some consideration for sure. He's going to get the minutes. He's at home. He's going to take anywhere from 15 to 23 shots. And he looks like he's getting assists. He's getting rebounds. He's scoring. He doesn't have to score, just 14 points, and he still got into the 30s. Or he could drop 30 points and get into the 40s. Charlotte and Miami, that's something that you got to keep an eye on. When he does not do too well, he'll land you somewhere around here. But for 5K on a 4-game slate with that type of upside, it's definitely something that I'm interested in. T. Ross has been having a solid season so far, quietly. But for him to have a floor of 8 and 17 is just not someone I'll be interested in. That floor is a little bit too low for me. He's not really a go-to on his team. Outside of Fournier, I wouldn't really consider anybody on that side of the ball. If you look at Portland, Lillard is the leader of the team. It's a good matchup for him, but he's 9K. Not too interested in Lillard. If you ask me why, I probably couldn't tell you. Let's see. 50, 40, and 40. Those are numbers that we like. You can't deny it. He's taking 20-something shots a game. He's going to get you rebound, assists. It is Orlando. So, I mean, he's a good play. I mean, he's someone that I wouldn't force into the lineup. But I'll take him for now. I'll pull him over and see what else is available on the slate. I'm not really a big CJ McCollum guy. I'm not going to go there. And again, I'm not really Nurkic in this situation is a little bit interesting as well. He's just 6K. He got some 50-point upside. Who he did that against? Washington. Bigs tend to kill Washington anyway, so we can't put too much focus into that. LA game, he's in foul trouble this game. I remember this game. He still got the 30, so I think for that price, I'll consider some Nurkic in this matchup as well. Definitely some Nurkic. Definitely some some Lillard. Okay, and then Detroit versus Cleveland. If I look at Detroit, I like Ish Smith. Cleveland is not playing defense right now. The coach said that he's going to run Ish Smith alongside Reggie Jackson. The translation to me is that Reggie Jackson's job is on the line, and he's giving Reggie Jackson one more chance. He's going to put a better ball handler on the court with you, all right? Somebody that can get you the rock. And if you now get your stuff together, we got to do something, okay? Because we got Blake Griffin balling out of control. We got Andre Drummond balling out of control. We don't need Reggie Jackson holding us back. That's my interpretation of the coach saying that he's going to put them alongside each other. So Ish Smith for 4K is definitely a good value play for tomorrow. I have no problem with that consideration whatsoever. I love it, okay? And then you got to consider some Blake Griffin. This is a very good matchup. Centers or even power forwards against Cleveland is a thing. Blake Griffin just had a monster game, coming off of a monster game. A lot of people might chase it. I don't call it a chase it. For one, it's a small slate. For two, from this man is 40s, 60s, and 80s. So he's taking 35, 20-something shots. He's getting double-digit rebounds. He's getting assists. He can shoot the three ball. He's shooting 7 to 10 three-pointers a game. That's the kind of usage that I look for in a player when I'm picking my lineups, okay? That's what I like. That's what I love. Drummond, I mean, I'm going to pull him over briefly, but he's the first one to go, and I don't even have the money. I'm not going to pay $9K for Drummond. I love the matchup for him, but they're not feeding him like they feeding Blake Griffin. I was watching the game the other day. It's clearly Blake Griffin's team. And Drummond, I guess he was sick, too. He was a little bit under the weather. Plus, he had to deal with Embiid. Embiid said he got into his head a little bit, so that could be a factor as well. But I just like Blake Griffin more, as he's been producing more so far in this season. And for them to both be 9K, if I had to pick one, I would go Blake. Now, I would take Lillard out and put Drummond in, but let's continue breaking down the slate and see what else the slate provides for us. The next thing to consider is NBA is different, man. The NBA is different right now. It's a lot of blowouts. And Cleveland is a team they just got blown out today, coming off of a back-to-back. I don't see why they wouldn't get blown out again tomorrow. Okay? But a Philly team with no Simmons. Still, the blowout thing, paying 9-6 for Griffin, he go off in the first half, get you about 40 points, and then he don't play the fourth quarter because the game got out of hand. You just spent 9K and you're disappointed. So you want to be a little bit careful about that, okay? You just want to really pay attention to that. And on the Cleveland side, I'm not interested in this team. Kevin Love comes with a discount, but not interested. If he couldn't take advantage of the Nets, then why do we think he's going to take advantage of Detroit? Tristan Thompson had a big game today. I'm not opposed to Tristan Thompson whatsoever. I need just about 30 from him. And he was one rebound here shy, and he did it today. They're going to need a big body on Drummond, so I see him getting the minutes. It is a back-to-back, but that price is cheap enough for me to say, yeah, let's consider some Tristan. I normally don't like to pick him, but, I mean, for $4,800, you get me 12 rebounds. Hopefully you get 10 points, you get 30 points. I'm grateful. I keep it moving. Other than that, Osman is a guy that I like, but disappointed, man. He's just, I'm not going to waste too much time on this slate. I'm going to check in with YouTube real quick, and I'm going to keep it moving, okay? Gonna keep it moving. Yo, decent night for Bell. Shooting guard for Timberwolves. Okay. Think Blake gonna hit. All right. So let's keep it going. Okay, just Boston. OKC hasn't won a game yet. They're looking very whack out there. I'm not gonna lie. Am I gonna pay 10K for Westbrook? Probably not. I know they're at home. Westbrook could probably get you whatever points you need, but he's 10K, and there are other studs on his slate that can give me similar production. It's just too much. Playing Boston, who tends to be well coached. I would say they play defense, but they haven't been playing that well of a defense. But It is Westbrook. Westbrook is almost guaranteed to get you in the 50s and 60s, but I don't think I'm that pressed for Westbrook for 10K tomorrow. I don't think I need to go there. 6K shooter, I'm not gonna go there. Just not really interested. Not with Westbrook on the floor. I'm not really impressed by what I've been seeing from the Thunder. Paul George, no Adams, no. I'm not good. I'm good with that team right there. Let's check out some Boston. And I don't just want to say I'm good. It's just that these guys are a little bit overpriced for what I'm expecting from them, okay? Steven Adams is averaging 40. 40 will be great, especially at home. We know that Steven Adams is pretty solid, but it is Boston, and bigs have been thriving against them a little bit. I mean, Steven Adams is a good play. He's going to get you the rebound. Westbrook going to feed him, so you know he's going to score. He's going to get you double-digit rebounds. This game right here, he got 3 blocks and 2 steals. That's a little bit fake, okay? That's fake. That's 10 points. That's fake, and he only got you 37 against a very good matchup. We're not going to get 3 steals and 3 blocks and 2 steals every game from Steven Adams. So don't just look at the points that he got. Look at how he got the points, right? Yeah, I'm not really interested in any Thunder players right now. Really not really interested in this game, to be honest. Check out some Boston, though. Kyrie for 7K. I'm not a Kyrie guy. I'm not really going to go there. I'm just not a Kyrie guy. I think it's a good matchup. I think Boston loses this game anyway. I think Oklahoma at home get their first win tomorrow, but I'm not really interested in going there. Gordon Hayward still on these minute restrictions and all these weird things. 6K Tatum. I think Paul George could check him. I'm not really pressed to go there. If it's anybody I would consider, it's Marcus Morris. He's been having a good season. Not really. You get you 30, 14, 27, 15. I'm not really into these up and down players. I'm just sticking to what I know works, man. That's why I'm not going to waste too much time, because none of these players really fit my process. And you don't attack Steven Adams at home. You just don't. So Al Horford is out the question. It's just something you don't do. Steven Adams solid as a lock down there, okay? Let's move on to LA. Just go ahead. I don't care who they playing, what they doing, what's going on. I don't care. I don't care. Especially these guys suspended and blah, 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 all that jazz. I don't care what's going on. Throw JaVale McGee in there. That's it. Just throw him in there. You can't lose. You can't lose with JaVale McGee. Throw him in there. Throw some McGill in there. I'm not paying 7K for Kuzma. I'm not going to pay. If I'm LeBron and Westbrook, same thing. We know we're going to get good games from them. We know that they're solid. Coming off of a back-to-back. LeBron is getting up in age. You got to consider that. I know every year he comes, he looks like Superman. I want to believe it's real, but I'm really not pressed to go after a LeBron for that price. Lonzo for that price, no. Denver's been pretty solid. I think Denver wins this game. And outside of JaVale McGee, only because of his price and what he does out there, his presence, I don't think Jokic can control him. He's like, his wingspan is crazy. He's going to block stuff. He's going to get rebounds. He's going to get lobs. The man is just too good for that price. Golden State had other motives for their center rotation. Like, they wanted to get other guys experience. They do a lot of small ball game or whatever. So he didn't really get to shine. And when he was on the floor in Golden State, he was able to produce. But their style of play didn't accommodate his style of play. They just used them in certain matchups. But now Lakers are using this man to his potential, and it's showing that he can do well. Lance Stephenson had a monster game today. Are we gonna chase that? I mean, 3,700 is not. I'm not sure how I feel about Lance Stephenson tomorrow. It depends. That's just one of them things you throw in at the end because you like your lineup so good and you don't want to touch nothing else. You just throw them in. It's not a priority to get Lance Stephenson. We don't chase, right? We don't chase. We just say, okay, he had a big game. It was Phoenix. Anytime someone has a good game against Phoenix or Atlanta, take it with a grain of salt. Those teams give people historical nights. That's people love to go there. I seen Russell Westbrook go into Phoenix and do historical things. People go down there and do historical things. Do not get into the chasing attitude. Oh my God, I gotta go get, because they had a good game against Phoenix or Atlanta or these super whack teams. Okay, just a little bit of advice for you guys. I'm not paying 7 for Kuzma. Really not even big on this game on the back-to-back like that, honestly. Yeah, let's check out some Denver though. See what's going on over there. 98 for Jokic is a little bit interesting. I scratched my head on that one a little bit. I need about 60 for that price. All right. He went to Sacramento. Look, 40, 40, 80, and 40. That doesn't impress me. All right. He had an 80-point game against who? Who did he have an 80-point game against? The same team that Lance Stephenson just went off against. Get my gist? We're not going to just look at that and say, oh, well, he got 80-point upside. No, he did it against Phoenix. Anybody can do anything against Phoenix. Okay? Don't get too caught up into that. Don't get too caught up into that. Even though Lakers arguably similar to Phoenix, you know, but if this game gets out of hand early, which, you know, Denver has been running people out the gym, then we're going to be upset because we got these 10K players who just went off at halftime and then they're not going to get anyone in the fourth quarter. So be careful with these pay-ups, man. They can really bite you in the butt. Not saying that these guys are not in good situations, but we see what's going on. There's been a lot of blowouts, okay? A lot of blowouts because teams suck. It's like a handful of good teams and a handful of sucky teams. And when two sucky teams play each other, somebody get hot, and then it's just crazy. It's crazy. I've never seen an NBA like this, but it is what it is. We just got to try to win money based on what they're giving us, and that's it. All right? Jamal Murray for 6K. Not quite sure how I feel about that. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. Nah. This Morris kid had a decent game, but again, it was a blowout. And for 4K, I'm good. I don't think I want to chase that. Gary Harris for 6K is interesting. It is interesting. It is the Lakers. You know, I like this kid. I like him a lot, but just one of those. I mean, it was a blowout. In 26 minutes, he got you 31. If LeBron forces his will and this game stays close, I think he can get you into the mid-30s. Honestly, I don't see why not. I mean, I would probably stick to Fournier for that $1,000 discount. But this Craig kid I do like. He kind of struggled against Sacramento, but I do like him. But again, I don't feel like I got to go bottom feeding for these values. That's really irrelevant. But a lot of these guys get garbage time. But you know, like Ayton. Ayton got garbage time today, but a guy like Ayton, I would take in garbage time because he's that good. Craig is not that good. In garbage time, it'll probably be, you know, it's just not something that I think we got to get a headache about and think that we're going to lock it in. You know what I mean? Just temper your expectations a little bit. And that's it for this slate, man. The slate is done. If I had to make a lineup right now, I would say for point guard, I guess I could take, I'll keep Lillard here. I mean, he's projected to be the highest scoring point guard outside of Westbrook. Getting a $2,000 discount is really not too many. Him and Ish Smith is a good little 1-2 punch. But let me see something. I'm gonna take him out for a little bit. I'll probably stick to him, but I'll put Ish Smith up at my point guard only because I love Ish Smith value tomorrow. Love Ish Smith value tomorrow. Love Ish Smith value. All right, we do something like that. Shooting guard. I don't see anyone here that I would take Fournier out for. None of these guys scream upside to me that give me 40, 50 points in a game. Harris, again, I do like in a close game, like against Golden State, he took 20 shots. And then this one here, he only played 26 minutes. And he still got us to 30. So if he's going to get minutes in the 30s, which he should if the game stays close. Yeah, man, I like Harris. I'll take some Harris. He's a go-to for me. He has been. I have no beef with Harris. Small forward. Is Fournier small? Oh, yes. So I'll probably do something like this. I'll play Harris and Fournier tomorrow. I don't have any problem with that. Put some money on that. Harris, Fournier, all good matchups, all highly used in their teams, schemes, and whatnot. That's what we want, right? And then let me see who I'm leaving behind if it's something I can make happen. I got $7,100. I can go Aaron Gordon. 7K though. Who are they playing? Portland? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste my money on that. I mean, the kid Dennis Schroeder. I don't love him, but I don't hate him for 6K. Nah, if you couldn't take advantage of Sacramento, then that's a pretty good matchup. I don't think I should put my USD in your pocket. I don't think I'm able to put my USD in your possession. Let's check out the usage players down here. See if it's anybody that would. This Collins kid, even though he had a rough game, he's getting the minutes. Again, that's a force. I'm not forcing anything. I gotta really feel good about what I'm doing. All right. So they played 2 games so far without thing. The first game, this guy played only 17 minutes. He got 14 points. This game today, he went off. Lance Stephenson is a home guy. When the crowd is cheering him on, we know that at home he does pretty well. I mean, I'm not opposed to some Lance Stephenson if that allows me to pay up for like another stud in this slate. This is a slate where you just want to stuff studs, high use players. I can't stress that enough because then after this, there's nobody here I would touch. Maybe some Stauskas against this weak Orlando defense. He's getting the minutes. It's a weak defense. He's getting the minutes. A weak defense. Let's see what he did. He got 8 rebounds. That's not like him. Who is he playing? Orlando. 8 rebounds. For 4K, if I'm getting 30s from him, I'm happy. But I feel like it's a force, right? This game got out of hand, so he didn't play much. It was a blowout. But whenever the game tends to stay close, he tends to contribute quite a bit. So, I like the kid Stauskas. I'm not gonna lie. I like the kid Stauskas as well. What's his position? Tristan Thompson against Detroit. Yeah, I don't know the Kardashian. Let me play around here. I'll take out Thompson. Let's put in Stauskas. It is a force, and I doubt that tomorrow this is gonna be it for me. But other than that, then we could do some more paying up around here. We can get off one of these guys here that's a little iffy. Harris and Fournier. And we'll have ourselves some money for some LeBron James or Westbrook, Yeah, how much is this? If I take out this 9,800, so let's put him back, right? Because that's not affording us nobody that we need. No high usage, crazy player. We take him out here. We got 10-7. That'll get us either one. Me personally, I'll probably say I prefer Westbrook because LeBron. I wonder what LeBron did today. What was LeBron? I personally prefer Westbrook, man. Westbrook is just gonna do everything. He's at home. He's gonna get you assists, rebounds, and everything else. LeBron. Who has the better matchup? Right? I would say Westbrook. And Westbrook coming off rest. That's enough to make me say, yeah, Westbrook. Right? So I'll go Westbrook. Why not? Throw some Westbrook in there. And then with this little bit of change you got. So you got some studs, some go-to guys, you know. Where's Ish? So I'll move up Lance Stephenson. Even though I feel like that's a chase. Honestly, I'm not even comfortable, but just for now's sake. And then I'll go Ish Smith. I love Ish Smith tomorrow. Love Ish Smith tomorrow. Love Ish Smith tomorrow. Can't say that enough. So this is the line right here that I would run. I got some Westbrook, some Griffin. Thought I had 3 big guys. Westbrook, Griffin. You know, honestly, it's not worth it. It's not. Cause we can get back Dame Lillard and still got some money to upgrade somewhere else for another stud. Who else would we say is a stud here? I wouldn't touch Nurkic. I wouldn't touch McGee. 6K. There's nobody around that. So Stauskas is safe. 64. No. Ish Smith is safe. Fournier, I get somebody for 76. Nah, I don't love it. Stephenson, I get somebody for 57. Ingram, Reggie Jackson, Hayward. Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson. Nah, I can't do it. As much as I think it's worth it, coming off Stephenson for Jackson. Stephenson usage is up because of an injury situation. I'm not gonna do that. But I would come off Stauskas for yeah, at this point I'll probably stick to Westbrook because I don't need it. I don't need the value. And then that's it. That'll be my lineup. So that's how I feel about the slate, man. I take it how you want. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna get some rest. Stauskas though, I'll take Westbrook. Nuggets defense tough. Yeah, that's a fact. Y'all better run a 3-line stack of Portland, Orlando. Today, the person who won stacked the Charlotte game. Nah, the person who won didn't. The person who won did something weird. I'll show you right now. It was the weirdest lineup. That's how sometimes I question what Draftkings are doing. Where's that $100,000? They had like weird people that I wouldn't even consider. It was I mean, I see what they did. They did stars and scrubs, and definitely was a stars and scrubs. What's this? Oh no, this is not it. It was definitely a stars and scrub kind of lineup where they just threw in people who were getting yeah, let's check out the winning lineup. It's definitely not a lineup that I would have had, if you want me to be honest. It had Campaign, all right, that was getting a start because Dunn was out. So I guess the person said, hey, I'll throw him in. It was Okoji, who 1 minute before lock was announced the starter. They threw him in. Then I get the stack with Torian Prince and Bazemore. That's one of the moves that I do. Giannis was in a good spot. Ayton, Kawhi, and Damian Dotson. I mean, it was a good lineup. It's a nice GPP lineup. Personally, I wouldn't have picked Campaign. I think that would have been my fault. And the Okoji guy, I never even heard of him, so I would have been a little bit leery. But to hear somebody for the bare minimum is going to start, it's a risk worth taking, and he took it. He won $100,000 by himself. He didn't even split that with nobody, so that's a good thing for sure. For sure, that's a good thing. No Nik Stauskas. I'll take Westbrook. You all better than LOL. I don't know who to pay for. You don't think Blake a little bit chalky? Nah, I like Blake. I like Blake's game this year. How much is he? What am I doing here? I like Blake Griffin. Taking 30 shots a game. Are you kidding me? It's like Kemba Walker. And I think that's a good matchup for him too. I mean, he might be a little chalky, but For the price, I think it's worth it. 9,600. So what, we need about 50 to be satisfied? He's averaging 60. He hasn't gotten under 50. I mean, he did here against Brooklyn. First game of the season. He only took 17 shots, but then since then, he went from 17 to 23 to 35. He might take 60 shots. I think Blake Griffin is the stud of the slate, man. I like him. I like Blake Griffin. I like his game. I saw the game, and I like how he's playing. He's playing Cleveland. So the only concern that I would have there is a blowout situation, and they start sitting folks. Then we got a problem on our hands. So different slate. Different slate. That's what you're showing. I'm not understanding what you're talking about. But thanks for chopping it up, guys. I mean, I'm at 1,300 followers. That's big. Some people have 1 million. I'm grateful for 10. That's just me. I got a little 2-game winning streak going. I'm trying to take it to 3 tomorrow. You can find my Twitter link in the comment section of this video. And that's where I vent a lot of my thoughts and put changes to my lineups. So if you like my content and you want to keep following up, that's where you can find me. Other than that, I'm out. Peace. Where is it?